Hi Carly, Kim Hart here. I just wanted to tell you how much I really enjoyed your discussion about dual relationships. I thought you did a fantastic job going over all the different categories and the breakdown of the relationship, the expectations of clients, and um, the ways to mitigate those situations. I especially liked the example you used regarding in the text about the car shop having a car problem and taking it to a shop only to realize someone you needed to speak with was a client, and how that you could fall into a dual relationship. And that also kind of tied in to the text I read in Remley and Hurley, where they talked about there are no danger signs, so to speak, and that it's very easy to slip into a dual relationship with maybe out even realizing it, especially in a rural community or a small community where goods and services and relationships can commingle unintentionally. I had also, in that same text, found it interesting where they talked about regarding maybe your client might even invite you to a social function, and accepting that invitation could open the door to a dual relationship. So there are a lot of different things to consider that I found very interesting this week. But I loved the fact that you talked about ways to mitigate would be redirection. And I hadn't really considered that even if it comes up, and it can be awkward if you run into a client in a social setting or something, that redirecting and encouraging them to go to scheduling a session with you, whether over the phone or in person, and maybe talking about those things in a private, confidential setting are a good way to redirect and establish boundaries. I also like the fact that you just discussed setting expectations immediately so that everybody understands what's expected of both the client and the counselor regarding the relationship, to avoid a dual relationship. I really appreciated your perspective on that, and it brought to mind another article I'd read. It was research and reflections on dual relationships and counselor supervision. And Woodward and Grimes in 2019 discussed in mitigating ways to mitigate those kinds of situations. They also discussed establishing clear boundaries to avoid any confusion, and to document dual relationships that may arise, including the nature of the relationship, the duration, and any potential conflicts that may arise, so that you can seek supervision from colleagues, or counseling from colleagues or other professionals. But all in all, I really enjoyed your discussion. You did a great job. Thank you.